have it anymore. They've both died so many times. Champion of Brazil communicating to his team that there are 2 MDPS he thinks, and he is going in the back line, doing a little bit of a Cargera Pollinator kind of move because they know Pollinator is going to do the same on the other side. He has to do it here to stop them from getting this cap, or they're going to be at a point disadvantage and just keep losing 10 ticks. Ooh, and now with that loop pack, I'm going to be doing the play-by-play.
Yeah, you're going to be able to do the play-by-play. Yeah, it's
look at a Pollinator,
now I'll be colorful.
dude. Yeah, Rebane is off my screen right now. Pollinator doing what he does with Rebane, keeping that guy off. You're going to want to keep your eyes onto King Just, though. He's going to get breakthrough back in a second and probably look to dive over there. You're going to see Ochiwin get canceled. He's going down that choke by the cartwheel. Champion of Brazil doing a good job so far, but he wants to go back and kill King Just, who's up here in one bar. Bunny team takes him out. Yeah, Ochiwin just nowhere near. He got canceled as he was going down the little choke there by the cartwheel. So he's going to be in big trouble right now as they run back. Champ trying to chase. They will be able to get a Pollinator if they have any CC, but Ochiwin's going to have to blink away.
Nope, he's going to get out.
The breakthrough comes down, though, but Ochiwin knocks him up. This could be a trade kill. Geminex forced to use his potion as they're leaving Bunny team to cap mid. I love it. Thank God they sent a guy to cap mid. That way you don't have to waste time now, and that you can just send him to get the back cap, whichever one it is, right? Champion thinking they might stay here for the 5v5. He's going down for the bot cap, but they are going to keep fighting. It doesn't matter. They don't need a second cap because they will be getting 10 ticks for now. Guardian Helmet goes down on the choke because they were expecting a big Razor Cut, but it didn't come in. Alibs is going to get this cap while he waits for his Razor Cut to come back, and they will be going top to maybe try to stop the cap, but it will be a 4v5. Pollinator actually not even going for the cap, going for a big swap and bop onto Bunny team. Good stun run by Champion to keep Pollinator off of using his Ironclad. He wasn't able to get the spin off. Really good play by Champion, though, saving Bunny team from death. And Ochiwin is out of mana down here.
If already out of mana, that's not a good time for this. Maybe they needed to take a little bit longer on their reset so they don't lose more players. At this point, the cost of gear, I mean, you have to be aware.
These guys are in 7-3, you know, they've lost so much gear.
Yeah. Well, it's still pretty good.
Dove by Alibs on the choke. Pollinator, though, he's so low, has to come back to safety. He's going to run right into Alibs, who is diving Nick. Really good knockup by Ochiwin, though, to keep these guys at bay. You're going to see Geminex with breakthrough about to dive Nick, but Champion is too low to keep going. He's going to get spun back down, but Geminex with the Requite doing a really good job of keeping Champion alive. He cancels my Nerd's Razor Paw with the cartwheel. What a good cancel onto that Bear Paw. They're going to get a Hood of Tenacity on the choke and just take Champion out, though. But this could have still been a victory for Shaky Feets, right? They have so much pressure, but like so low HP bars that I think you just keep holding here like they're doing. This is really good of them.
Did Champ just go in there and die? I mean, did he need to go in there at that point? I mean, he was so low.
He saw victory, you know? He just saw victory and kept tunnel visioning forward, and then he just got completely CC'd out and just cannot make it back to safety. Like Geminex is now. Thank God he has breakthrough, though, to get back to his team. These guys are stacked up on the choke. Champion finally back with spells ready to go, but Bunny team is a dive target right now. He rolls nothing just to reposition, and he's going to just get hard dove while Geminex goes for a trade kill onto Nick. But I really love the Mage Robe on Nick because it makes sure Geminex doesn't have any charges for the breakthrough damage as he keeps hitting it and getting purged. Nick BR now in kill range. He is going to get deflecting spin. Geminex is going to break through, but it's a really good blink by Nick to reposition, dive, or dodge the breakthrough. And now Alib's going for a finishing kill onto King Just. Stalker Hood does connect. I'm really happy they brought out the Stalker Hood. They get King Just dead, but they're going to be trading a kill onto Alibs. And I think this is in favor of Shaky Feet. So they're going to kill Nick BR, their original dive target. Finally, he had nothing left to go. And Rebane is doing a really good job of keeping the heals up on everyone. He's honestly better than Ochiwin in that last engagement, even though the damage was in Ask Your Father's favor at the beginning.
And Bunny team has switched it back up to bow. He's on bow again, not using the fire. Interesting choice here.
See, the thing about Bunny team is he's not really, someone in Twitch chat's pointing out, Bunny team isn't really using his defensives as he probably should be as a bow.
Yeah, he didn't hit his roll.
You want to roll the Fiend Cowl Purges because this team doesn't have an arcane, right? So you can, if you're a really good bow player and your micro's nuts, you can easily keep your stacks high, right, ready to go. But they rat cap bot. This is a 5-man team of Shaky Feets right now trying to get top cap. Meanwhile, Ask Your Father sent a guy bot, Bunny team, to go and grab that cap. And now this is going to be or not Bunny team, sorry, but Alib's going back to the middle to keep that. So now this is a 4v4 up here while they wait for their ranged player to come back. This is not looking too good of a position for Shaky Feats, as they have to fight with less momentum, really, than the other team. They're going to go for a big dive onto Nick initially, but he will get that mage orb off before Geminex went for the breakthrough. I would have loved to see the breakthrough before that stun run ended, and then Alice come jump in with a Stalker Hood Razor Paw. But Apollinator is just keeping Rebane out of the fight, and Champion is at 1 life off screen, about to go down. Rebane misses the Hallowfall heal onto Champ. He's trying to keep Champion alive while Geminex goes for a trade kill onto Nick. Alice should jump in on Nick right now if he has anything. They're going to lose Bunny Team on the dive, and Champion is barely able to stay alive. Alice 1 HP as well, using his Razor Cut to get out of the fight even. Geminex having to use everything he has to make it back to tent. And what a well-played engagement
turnaround
by Ask Your Father. Yeah, they collapsed on that really nicely.
That was really well done. They've turned this one around and giving themselves a really good chance at pulling this one out. That was impressive.
A very good turnaround, really good macro play from them to go for the rat cap. They pull off Alibs from middle, right? They send their guy mid, make sure Alibs has to come and stop him, and then he just mounts up, runs around, and joins the fight. And it was really perfectly played. What a stop onto Mindnerd's Razor Cut on the choke there. Really well done by Champion, keeping that choke damage off of them so they can now come up for free. And again, they're diving Nick, but Geminex is not the guy you can stand on him. He's going to continuously get rid of your charges. You're not going to do as much damage. But it tenacity comes down, though. The breakthrough is ready. Alibs does have Razor Cut ready to go, but they're going to swap off. They're keeping Alibs off the fight. Apollinator doing a really good job of keeping Alibs away from Nick on these dives. Geminex finally deciding to go through with the breakthrough, but Nick is in no danger of dying. Bunny Team is right now, though. He just used his roll for nothing. Going to get breakthrough charge.
I don't know what that was. Yeah, he was just stunned and came out of it with a roll. Okay.
Yeah, really weird roll. He is going to get Stalker Helmed, but Alibs with a really good return Stalker Hood onto King Just keeps them off. Meanwhile, Geminex going down to 1 bar, having to soak up some heals by Rebane. Really good Hallowfall going to come in there, and the Requite comes down to keep his team alive. I'm liking how Geminex is playing with that sort of tanky build here, but Bunny Team again being dove by Miner. The Razor Cut does connect. Alibs trying to do what he can to peel off any damage. Not even going for kills, but just damage to pressure, and they're hard losing in the pressure department right now. Alibs is going to go down for sure. Champion might even go down. If Apollinator plays this correctly, yep, Champion's going to get bopped into a corner. No Stalker available, but meanwhile,
and the miss on the orb. Okay, but Champ is going to make it anyway.
Though.
What?
Gem is a goner. Yeah, he was just left behind to die.
Yeah.
69 to 106. But the thing is, it's not even like Shaky Feet is playing bad, right? They're doing a really good job of keeping these engagements going. I just think Geminex should not be hitting Nick as much as he is. Maybe you need to pressure the other healer a little bit more. If he is going to keep hitting Nick, which is honestly okay if that's the way they want to do it, Alibs needs to be in a position to Razor Cut in and then get that Stalker Hood off for Geminex to execute with his breakthrough. And it's just not happening. Bunny Team actually swapping over to the fire instead of the bow, which I like a lot more.
I think it's better too.
Way better.
It's better. Yeah.
Yeah. We're probably going to see him be able to push Apollo out of the fights much more now. And the momentum is definitely on Shaky Feet now with this swap, but Champion is already 2 bars, right? He's going to go look for the dive now. And Geminex doing what he's actually doing a really good job here of keeping the front line at bay. He's not diving Nick yet, but he is looking for the breakthrough whenever he can get it. They're just way too low to go for it now. The Hallowfall comes in, but not inside of a Judy. So they're just going to lose on pressure here. 3-man Razor Cut.
They're going to lose again on that
Miner
one.
playing out of his mind.
No.
Yep, they're only going to lose Bunny Team, but this is going to be a 20 tick, right? Yeah. And 8 minutes in, Bunny Team's going to be alive in like 9 seconds.
Yeah, it's 25 points, sorry. That was a really solid turnaround by these guys, and they've just been taking it since. Ask Your Father is just doing work here. They're just doing an incredible job of controlling the back line.
He's doing such a good job, Mindnerd is, of just keeping his cooldowns like ready to go. He's not just spamming them, right? He's holding cooldowns, Razor Cut specifically, until a moment arises that he needs it. And whenever that moment is, he's doing it at times when the other team doesn't have any answers to it, right? And look at that, right? Just off the bat, getting some pressure because he knows he'll have it back for when he needs it. Mindnerd playing really well. I think Nick is playing out of his mind as well. Ochiwin doing well. I think everyone in this game really is playing really, really solid. Champion stopping a lot of minor stuff as well.
They all play so well, and it just comes down to tiny little moments.
Man, look at how Apollinator is playing this. Apollinator is playing this really well. He's actually going to keep the dive going with Geminex, who has to leave now. Really aggressive Judy into a Hallowfall from Rebane. Rebane trying to get some auto attacks in, little sneaky style. But Alibs needs to start pulling back here soon as the other team is going to have some pressure. Their skills are all about to come back up. King just
20
popping the royal
seconds.
armor, but Alib's super low. Minerd very low as well. I don't know if they have any stalkers up, but they could go for a kill onto Minerd right now. What a play by Geminex
They
to
haven't
GD
sent
boots in
anybody
and then
back in
breakthrough
time.
out.
Tazek, they didn't send anybody out in time. They needed to, as soon as they had that push down the stairs, take advantage of that moment that you had, at least get it down to a 10 tick. Now they're at 5 points with a minute left, and now
it's
you're
a
just going to see,
now.
yeah.
Pollinator's going to stop him on the middle more than likely. No, they get the Robo Purity knockoff.
They're going to
They
take
will
champ
get middle, but they're going to lose champion 1 point away from a loss right now in the first match. You're 1 to 105. You have to run to tent right now, but if you lose mid, you also lose the match. This one's kind of looking over. Geminex even giving up to loot. 10 to 3 on the kills to deaths. What an insane match. That was, while it doesn't look close score or kill wise, it was actually really, really close. But in the end, right, Ask Your Father just had the better game plan and they managed to come in and take it out. Sticking on the bow, I think his Guardian Helmet Mage Robe worked really well for him. I wouldn't change it. If Alib starts doing something different on you, then maybe you need to change it then, but it should be good right now. Oh, and interestingly, it's going to be Geminex who goes bot to stop the cap instead of champion. This might be so that he can get the breakthrough through the whole team instead. I would like to see that. Pollinator completely whiffing his bop onto Urbane, though. I don't know if you guys caught that. He did not get that knockback off. Urbane is going to be able to sit in this fight for a lot longer now. And here we go. Alex is finally at the dive with Geminex, right? They're both in the same position, ready to use their movement to get in. They're going to retreat to middle a little bit because King Just is very overextended up here. They could easily turn on this guy. He's going to blink down into the choke, pop his Royal Jacket into the Hood of Tenacity, though. So they might be looking for something onto Nick. The breakthrough, Judy Boots does come in. Alibs looks for the Stalker Hood, but Nick with a very good blink to dip out of there. Geminex still chasing, though. He knows Nick BR doesn't have any more movement ready to go, so he is going to keep going for a quiet to silence, keep Ochiwin off of healing. Meanwhile, King Just is still in the far back line, right? 1v1ing Bunny team. He has 1 bar left. The Stalker Hood does connect from Alibs. They should go for a kill onto King Just or Pollinator right now. Geminex very low, though.
Geminex, though.
Yeah, Geminex has to be very careful. He has a very good tank setup with the deflecting spin, so he should be able to stay for a little bit. Champ of Brazil with 1 bar left to his name has to come back for the Guardian Helmet by Bunny team. And Bunny team doing a great job of finally able to put out some damage. Really good firewall to keep King Just off him. And there's the Razor Cut from Alice. 3-man hit. King Just 1 HP. Minerd 1 bar. Pollinator going to get knocked up on the choke. They knock Champion into the tent, though. He's going to cartwheel out, but he does go down. But they trade
so does a Pollinator.
Yeah, what really good Razor Cut by Alex. That was a 5-man Razor Cut. He's going to go in again for it. Hit them all to 1 life.
Oh, no. Oh,
no. No way, man.
Not what you want to do, boys. Oh, wow.
No, dude, clip it and ship it, lads. I need to see that again. No shot.
Yeah,
he just
get a clip of that for us, and please send that over our way.
Hey.
Wow.
Hey, remember what we were saying last game about Alex not diving in too hard with this Razor Cut? Very good turnaround, buddy. That's what I like to see, man. They're going to be able to get a 3-cap advantage now, 146 to 121 off of that play. Champion going to join his team back here on the Southern Choke. He's asking his boys in the Say Chat, what happened? How did you guys win? I was dead. He doesn't even know.
I was going to call them out for taking too long to go and getting the cap when they were pressuring at 10, and then they lost Champion. I was like, oh, well, that's it. Even on the trade, it still wasn't worth. They weren't going to get any caps, but the 3 deaths in 10.
Alex using his role to come back. Bunny team probably calling they need some backup onto King Just. I like this from Alex to come back here because he's going to get a really nice Razor Cut into the Stalker. They could easily kill King Just right now. Ochiwin not able to get back for the heals in time. He's barely going to keep him alive, but the breakthrough comes in. Very well played by Shaky Feats, but Bunny team is going to go down with the trade from Minerd. They do have the advantage, Shaky Feats, right now because Geminex is a really tanky setup, so he can run at Nick if needed with Aloes. Stalker on the front line. I don't believe the Mortal Agony actually popped, so the resistances should be all good to go. And this is not looking good for Shaky Feats as they're clumping on that choke, and Geminex is going to have to break through down it to actually survive. Nick BR is going to get dove by Alives, but he does not have any follow-up. Geminex is going to Judy Boot in to try to get some damage off, but he does not have breakthrough. And King Just is finally back, and they're going to have an advantage. Ask Your Father over the Shaky Feet team. They do connect the Mortal Agony onto Champion, and he is going to bleed out to the Poison Pot. And now Minerd is just going to look to run these guys over. Alib's going to get knocked in on top of Nick. There's no pressure at all from Shaky Feast right now, so they're going to have to run to 10. And they might get a kill onto Urbane, who is just way out of position, getting the knockback by a Pollinator. Very sad to see. and we do have that clip ready to go.
Yeah, we've got
for
a
later to
number of
look at.
clips
Yeah,
now.
my
Thanks,
God.
guys. You guys
Those
did great.
bear paws here. Thank you, lads.
All right, but yeah, they got sent back once again. We've seen this happen to them before. Great early plays, but then they get, they get turned around on, and now they got to break through and beat the defense of their opponents. Let's see if they can pull this off. They haven't been able to do it so far. Don't let King Just take your cap.
Yep, they are going to go and stop that. They do still hold top cap. I like the firewall from Money Team, but the stun run did connect. And now Geminex and Aliv's looking for something. Aliv's going to give up while Geminex and Champion still run them down. Aliv's not wanting to dive, which I think is a mistake here because they can easily kill Nick. He's already popped his mage robe. Minerd is actually coming back at half HP to try to survive with King Just also very, very low. Champion going to come back to try to keep King Just away from Ochi when the breakthrough is going to be back up by Geminex, but the heals are going to come out. Shakey Feats is going to gain control of middle, though. Nick could easily die right now. Where's Alex? Come down this choke. Nick is 1 life. Geminex auto-attacking my man down with the lunging spike. Alex's Razor Cut gets canceled by Pollinator's Ironclad. It's been very unfortunate for them, but they are going to be bringing them to 10, right? So Bunny Team, very well played by him. He's getting the cap right now because they know
Bunny
they don't
Team's
need to
doing
chase.
the right thing. That's what they need to do. This is something that
But they're
they
losing
had pulled off
cap.
last time.
They're getting
They're just getting ratted.
Yeah.
Oh,
Bunny Team
no.
should go
Bunny
bot
Team's
now,
got to
right
get
now.
there.
Yep, he will get that
get
bot
there in
cap.
time, yeah.
He will get the bot cap, but they are going to be fighting here on this choke for a while with the 4v4. And that guy who capped top is going to go mid and probably get that cap, right? They are going to stop the Pollinator from canceling. Very well played by Urbane. And King Just actually did not go for the middle cap. He came to join the fight. I think that was a misplay. He could have easily stretched them thin and went mid, but Geminex, Champion, and Alivs are all solo on this front line.
They're going to lose.
They're not going to get any kills. So yeah, this was a very
They're going to bleed out.
They might trade a Pollinator, but there's 3 guys at 1 HP.
They're going to lose
Urbane
3.
trying to keep them alive. Geminex
going to lose
down.
4.
Alivs gets canceled on his mind again.
This could be a 5. A Pollinator is up there on top of Urbane. Is he going to get the bop? He did.
This is going to be a 5-man wipe. I think Urbane barely able to make it near the tent. He's going to jump with the Hallowfall and survive at the end of it. 94 to 85.
Wow.
Dude, almost a full wipe. They get 2 cancels in a row onto Alivs. Alivs should have played that way more aggressively in my head. He should have definitely been there to not get canceled by Pollinator. And now they have 3 caps to deal with. They need to get something going here.
Yeah, this has been a 3 cap either way. Both teams just capping 3s all day long. Really aggressive plays by both teams.
Oh, Minerd gets canceled by Champion. Very good cartwheel cancel onto the Razor Cut. You're going to see Nick as the target right now. The Judy Boots breakthroughs come in. Aliv's looking for the dive to Ochi. Ochi going to Hallowfall out of there, and Aliv's and Champion now completely away from the back line. Meanwhile, Geminex a little out of position, going to use their Requite to get some silence and damage going off. And now they're looking again at Ochi and Nick. The Robo Purity is going to get popped, but no defensive left onto Nick. No Hallowfall for a few seconds either. Nick going to be forced to pop his potion, so Alice jumps onto Ochi instead. The Hallowfall into the Guardian Helmet comes in. Ochi's out of there, but King Just is going to get breakthrough charged. Geminex is not going to land it because King Just used his to get back to safety, and they have no damage to finish them off. They are going to run them back to the 10, but they got 20 tick during that fight. No one went back for a cap. They didn't get a single kill, and now they're going to get ran out and prevented from taking these caps, right?
Well, I mean, they have the opportunity to stop this cap. Just
good Razor
They
cut
have one chance, and they didn't
it's not
get
happening.
It. Yeah.
Minerd and King Just blink over the firewall. They're going to stop it. They need to keep fighting. I would ignore the 20 tick for right now and go for a kill with Alice and Geminex. Bunny Team forced to go far out of this fight with his blink. His firewall should be back up soon. Geminex and Alice on top of the backline. Champion going to join them with 2 bars left. He dodges the Razor Cut from Minerd. Very good dodge.
Play.
Yeah, really aggressive Judy here on the choke as well. Urbane should come down and drop a Hallowfall on this for the melee, and they should keep fighting this. This honestly could have been a 1 engagement, but Geminex does not get the heal. They do get the Stalker onto a Pollinator into the damage from the Infernal Staff. He is going to bleed to death. This is what they needed, but they're going to lose a 20.
Just is going
to
go.
So they should full send 5 guys here right now. Keep fighting. The cap is not for 50 seconds. They need another kill here. If they get another kill, they're in a really good shape. Champion looking for a stun run. He's going to find it onto Ochiwin, but no CC left in the tank for any of these guys. Alex gets a really nice Razor Cut onto King Just. He might bleed out. No, he is able to make it back to the tent.
And they're going 4-5 here. Yeah, I think you're right, too, with all that time.
I'd rather he waited till now. Like, if they had gotten a cap, if they got a kill here, then they would have had an extra 20 seconds to work with, right? But
and now they're still not going to be able to get 2. They're only going to get 1. They're going to stop the bleed of 20 points per, but they're not going to take advantage. And they really needed that kill on either King Just or Minerd, one of the 2.
They do connect the Mortal Agony onto Nick, but there's no damage in the tank left for him. Champion is also completely out of mana. So is Aloes. So is Urbane. They need some
Everybody's out
some
because
Royal
they
Jackets
needed that
popping here.
kill. This is oof.
Yeah, they overextended too much for that kill, and they didn't get it. I don't think Bunny Team should not have went back, and Champion is going to die now because of it. Geminex's going to go down as well because they just prolonged their fight for no reason. 35 to 80 point-wise with 45 seconds to go until they cap. They're going to lose Bunny Team here for a 3-man wipe. That's going to make timers super long before they can come back out. So they should be at 11 points left, 10 points left to 80 when they get out of this 10. Hopefully, Aloes and Urbane are able to make it out of here. I don't know if they have anything. Urbane going to go
Urbane's
down.
done. That's the end of the match.
And the healer as the last death, that's almost certainly the end of the match, right? They're going to have less than a minute when Urbane gets... Oh, and Aloes goes down in the middle.
Oh, no.
Oh, no, dude.
Oh, no.
These guys have no chance anymore. Yep. It's going to be less than a minute when Aloes spawns for them to go and do something. But even if they get one cap, they lose. They need 2. I'm not sure if they're going to be able to actually make it out of here. Also, too, 13 deaths on Shakey Feats' side, right? If you add them all up, that's 40 more sets they've lost today. Very unlucky for them. 2 points to 80 right now.
Man.
They need 2 caps right now or they lose. I don't think it's going to happen in the 50 seconds they have.
I wish we could do something for these guys because they played out of their minds. They've been trying really hard.
Such a hard tournament for them.
Not going the way. This is not the way.
Aloes finally hard diving with Geminex, but they just rip everything instantly and just immediately get healed through it. I don't think that's how you want to play that dive, but they are going for the super caveman sort of Ook dive right now. They need a kill. If they don't get the kill, they don't get 2 caps. Meanwhile, Bunny Team is solo killing King Just on the other side of the screen. King Just actually running to his tent right now. So this is a 5v4 here on this choke. Ochiwin gonna keep Nick alive. The poison pot does connect.
It doesn't matter. It's
Bunny
too late.
Team
They
get top
haven't
and
started
top,
the caps.
maybe? Yeah, Bunny Team didn't even get mid after killing King Just.
They needed to get that
King
mid cap.
away.
9 seconds left. They need to start
happening.
at 7.
It's GG. They're just going for some kills for sets at this point. Very good tournament run from Shakey Feats, but in the end, it was just super hard. They are going to find Mind Nerd at the end, but they're just going to get that loot back. Very, very good tournament from both teams. Ask Your Father pulling ahead with the victory. I want to give a nice shout out though to Mind Nerd and Apollinator who were playing out of their minds that game. I think Ochiwin is doing great healing, but my God, was Apollinator and Mind Nerd on top of their game right there. Very well played by both teams. And we do have our 3rd place winners then, right? Ask Your Father able to pull across, and 3rd,
have been
4th
secured.
place going to Shakey Feats. And we will have the finals beginning soon.